Hey, what's up, guys? It's MugenLord here, and today we're going to be talking about, yet again, another topic when it comes to censorship and the banning of language in words. Because apparently that the game for the closed beta of Mecha Break, the Korean studio had to make an apology because apparently that in the game, if you use the word Trump or anything surrounding the word Trump, it gets censored, while at the same time, terms and words such as Biden and Kamala Harris doesn't get blocked at all. And the studio had to come out and apologize and explain their reasons why this situation happened, and they looking to rectify the situation. So before we dive into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell for more gaming content here on this channel. So now we're going to just dive right into it. And as you can see here, it says Mecha Break dev studio apologizes after Trump censored from in-game chat. Claims banned word list was suggested by a third-party company. And this is what happens, and I keep saying this. Eastern studios need to stay away from Western consulting companies, Western third-party companies, because of shit like this. Because now this studio is gonna get a lot of backlash and a lot of flack from something they had no control over or something that they had took no part in, and now they have to go in and then they have to rectify the situation. When if they would have just did everything in-house or did everything from a trusted company in order to handle things like this. So let's move on. It says Korean developer Amazing Season Games has offered a public apology after it was discovered that its upcoming title, Mecha Break, had instituted a game-wide chat ban on the term Trump. These third-party companies just outed themselves, and hopefully in this article they named this third-party company so people know to put a red flag on this company, because they're already letting you know where their allegiance are politically, and these companies need to be apolitical. Stay out of politics. Focus on just developing the best game as possible to bring gamers together, enjoy the world, enjoy its characters, and to keep all this toxicity when it comes to politics out of the fantasy world. So let us move on. So it says, but had not done the same for the names for either Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. A massively multiplayer mecha combat game, which you can get here, invites players to customize their own unique mechs, from their armor to their weaponry to their paint jobs, before flying into battle against their fellow pilots. While the game has yet to receive an official release date, it's currently hosting a closed alpha playtest, thus allowing the aforementioned chat ban to be discovered by players. One such player was none other than former World of Warcraft dev and current anti-DEI video game activist Mark Rums-Kern, who on August 10th took to his personal Twitter account to reveal that Mecha Break censorship's Trump leaves Kamala and Biden alone, sharing the screenshot wherein his own attempt to send the message Trump versus Kamala Harris versus Biden. That was a smart move, so you'll be able to see all three of the names pop up to see, if this is true, to verify it. To the game's global chat had the former president's name censored with asterisks. Kern asserted, I've gotten a report that Mecha Break is censoring Trump from chat, but not Kamala Harris or Biden. I tested it myself to verify. I reached out to their community manager to ask about the obvious political interference in gaming. And yes, this is political interference. And in politics, not to get too much into it, there is some political interference going on, and it's only happening on one side. You see how Trump and you see how the conservative side is being treated by a lot of these companies. Even when you go to Google at the time of Trump assassination, when you went to go type in Trump's assassination, Kamala Harris and all these other things come into place, or they try to downplay a lot of the things surrounding Trump, and Google had to go back and they had to quickly go in and rectify that entire situation because they got called out and exposed to that. This is interference. This is political interference. And now when you go to a game like Mecha Break, the same thing is happening. You're allowed to endorse one side or allowed to say the candidates for one side but it's completely wrong or it's censored to say or mention the name of a candidate on the opposite side. So you already know where a lot of these companies, especially these third-party companies that's helping with Mecha Break, where they lean politically. So after that, it says that shortly after current post, the Mecha Break dev team took to the game's official Twitter account to both admit to the unfair moderation and apologize for its implementation. So it says, I quote, "Attention pilots. During the past few days of our playtest, we have received feedback that our list of censored words in the game's chat was in need of some refinement," wrote the team. "If you have been offended by any player language in the chat, please accept our apologies. English is not our team's first language, as we are an Asian game studio and we have never attempted to launch a global game before." So wow, can you imagine this? This is their first attempt at going global, and then they run into nonsense like this because English is not their first language. So what they had to do was they had to rely on a third-party company, most likely from the West, to handle the language, and they took it upon themselves to insert their own political beliefs. This is what we're talking about here. It's like, I don't know what to say about Western game studios or Western companies when it comes to the gaming space right now. All of them are hijacked. A lot of them are compromised. And now as innocent studios, such as this studio right here, the developers behind Mecha Break, now have to deal with the backlash of the culture war surrounding this nonsense, because these companies could not just do their job, could not just simply do their job, but instead want to be activists and interject their own political beliefs. And now, as a result, these developers now have to deal with the wrath of the community, have to deal with the backlash from the community when it comes to this game. So, it says, moving to explain just how the banning of Trump's name actually came to be, the devs recalled, "We sourced a list of words from a third-party company which include words from multiple languages that would not likely come up during gameplay, as game chat is primarily intended to be used for team coordination. We are currently in the process of revising the censored word list and making changes in real time. If there are any hurtful words or phrases that have been missed or censored words that you believe should be uncensored, please send them to our customer support." And that's a shame. That's crazy that the word Trump and his name to these activists can be seen as hateful, harmful to the community. That is crazy. So, as of writing, it is currently unknown which specific third-party company was consulted in regards to Mecha Break's chat filters. Yes, we need to find out who this third-party company is. And we know the internet. The internet is good at this. The internet's going to find out, because this company needs to be red flagged or something. They need to be exposed, because they took upon themselves to interject their own political beliefs instead of just doing their job to be able to make the gaming experience fun for everybody. So it says, however, given the very specific targeting to just Trump's name, it's more than likely that it was one based somewhere in the United States. Of course it was. Why wouldn't it be? And it also, that's what is so scary about this, is that now Eastern developers or these Eastern studios have to be more tactful. They have to be more careful about what third-party companies that they go to when it comes to handling like localization, when it comes to the language barriers and trying to make it feasible for a global audience. They have to be mindful of all this. And it goes to show how deep the rabbit hole go, how deeply infiltrated when it comes to activism, this wokeness, and these politics that's being interjected in a lot of these Western companies here in the States. And it's so sad that this company had to deal with this nonsense when they didn't have to. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts. How stupid do you think this whole entire situation is? And do you think we'll find out, the studio or the third-party company who's responsible for this censorship of the name Trump, and just how it definitely shows where they align politically on the political spectrum. I definitely hear your thoughts in the comment sections below. Hopefully I may do an update video on this if we find out who this third party company is in the near future. So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe button for more gaming content here on this channel. This is MugenLord signing off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out.